is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Bartley and Barnes YouTube channel. This is Comic Hero Talk, where we review comic book television and maybe some comics here and there. I am your host, Jacob Bartley, and I am joined by Brian Avalosino once again. What is up, man?
Doing good. Can't wait to talk.
Oh, yeah. Just so we are spoil reviewing Harley Quinn Season 2, Episode 6. But I just want to get your thoughts on the last episode really quick because we didn't get to talk about it, and that was Batman's Batman.
Yeah. It was okay. I mean,
yeah, so I talked about how it was really weird that they had an episode without Harley Quinn in it. When, look, I talked about how Batman, we've gotten plenty of Batman over the years, right? And then you do an episode without Harley Quinn in it. I thought it was weird, but I actually really liked the episode. Did you like the opening and end tags with those two guys?
I did because
that was hilarious.
It's such an FU, but it's so accurate. It's so accurate to how people are like that. It's so dead on.
We're like that sometimes.
Never.
Oh, yeah, never. It reminded me of Gio a little bit, I will say. Dude, we got to get Gio the Zack Snyder, release your Snyder Cut shirt.
No,
hilarious.
We don't need to get him that.
Oh, I know. He'll wear it every time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so let's get into it. So episode 6 of season 2, all the best inmates have daddy issues. Interesting title. But I guess Joker does lie and say he has daddy issues. Man, I just realized that they really did spin the Joker origin on its head again, where how the Heath Ledger Joker used to tell lies about his origin story, and then this Joker tells a lie about his origin story and all this stuff. But what did you think about the episode overall?
I thought it was good. It definitely kind of left you with a couple what ifs or I mean, we're kind of left wondering, is that guy Joker? I mean, it's pretty.
I think
it seems.
Is.
I think so too.
Yeah, maybe he had some brain damage when he woke up, and then he was like, "What am I doing in this clown stuff? This clown stuff?"
Yeah. Yeah, so I thought it was good. I mean, I love a good, just kind of an episode with just Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn for the most part.
Yeah.
But I really liked how they kind of went into Harley Quinn's origin, if you will, where she's actually the psychiatrist.
Yeah, I do like that. I always thought it would be so interesting to see, because we got Birds of Prey, right? And I love that movie, but it's a Harley Quinn movie where she's already Harley Quinn, right? I would love to see a whole movie, kind of like Joker, but Harley Quinn. Just a straight up, it's a story about this psychiatrist who works at this crazy asylum, and she falls in love with this maniac.
In Suicide Squad.
Yeah, if you got some of that, this was really cool. And I love how it tied into her and Ivy's relationship too, because I didn't know when they met. I didn't assume, for some reason, I thought they met at the beginning of this show, but I can't really remember.
You just kind of assume
each other.
You kind of just assume all the Batman villains know of each other and know who they are.
Oh, well, you know what? She gets locked up again, and she's in there for a year, and then they break out together in the beginning of season 1. So we got kind of see how their relationship started budding, no pun intended. So I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, it was interesting seeing the Joker and back when he was in Arkham and all those things. And then he tells this story of how when he was a little kid, he saw his dad having sex with somebody else, and then his dad beat him or something. But then turns out that was Poison Ivy's origin story, and he lied about it. So it's funny because, the Joker movie gives us an origin story, but other than that, in some of the stuff in the comics, we never really got a definitive origin for him.
I kind of almost like that we haven't ever gotten an official Joker origin. It kind of almost adds to the mystery and lure of him. Yeah. And then it works with whatever project is really kind of going on, because then you're nailed down to this one origin story. But
that's
now
true.
you
can just do whatever you want with him. Yeah.
I mean, how many different ones do we have? We have We have this one. We have Joker movie. We have, they're all over the place.
Jack Nicholson, Heath Ledger.
Exactly.
The TV show, yeah.
Yeah, so I kind of like not having it just because he's such a different character villain, especially than any other villain. And just kind of, it almost adds to his crazy because you never really know. And you kind of almost feel like you never really know if you can trust what he's saying. So I kind of like that aspect with him. I mean, now this one is showing us that he's stealing other people's origins and made Harley Quinn essentially feel guilty for him, and it was a whole fat lie. It was Poison Ivy's. So I like the way they're kind of going.
Yeah, it's cool because like for a minute there we thought this season was going to be predictable, like she's just going after all the villains, but then they kind of flipped it on its head with the Batman episode, and then with this episode it was like a flashback episode telling the whole story of their friendship. They're just sitting in that bar the whole entire time, and then they flash back to these scenes, and you have this bartender who they think is Joker, but I'm pretty sure he's Joker because he fell in that, I forgot, he went into that acid at the end of season 1, and then the building went down because remember he was going to throw Harley Quinn into the acid.
Oh yeah.
And then he got pushed in there, so maybe the acid undid what he.
And they used that phone thing. They were just like, "Yep, that's him."
Oh, exactly. Yeah,
the scanning thing.
I still think they weren't sure right when they left. Like they weren't sure.
Yeah, I think they were just like, nah.
Yeah. So, but then we see him laughing at the end. So
yeah,
I kind of like that because if he just came back and he's, I'm the Joker again, and then he's going to try to kill Harley and Poison Ivy, like that's not interesting. Now you have this you can take this on for the whole season and then have him come out in the last episode or something like that. It's a way to keep him around without having Joker.
Yeah, because you don't want an oversaturation of him.
Exactly.
You want it to be her show because we know these two characters are pretty much intertwined. But I mean, within the last years, she's become a very popular singular character on her own, not having to rely on Joker. So if he was around again, this quickly, I think it would dampen the show because then it would just again always be Harley Quinn facing off with the Joker. So it was smart that they used this to kind of push that divide.
And
especially since they went after him in the beginning.
Yeah,
that whole first season, it's literally him too. Which is surprising to me still to this day that right off the bat, that's where they went.
Well, it makes sense because, like you said, they are like, that's Joker and Harley Quinn. But then you do the first season with him and then you move on for a while. But he'll always come back unless they officially kill him. But they kind of did that with Batman too, where Harley Quinn, if she's not relying on Joker, she's relying on Batman to like, they always kind of just have to have Batman around. And they kind of, in a way, found a way to like put Batman to the side for now because they had a Bane break his legs or whatever. And then
I love Bane.
Yeah. Oh, Bane is awesome.
He got his own chair.
Yeah. And he was beast mode. They were like threat level 1,000% or something like, I forgot what the iron bat suit said.
Yeah.
Hey, you didn't like the iron missile from the hip area?
What are you talking about?
Remember when he shot the missile out of his crotch area? Yeah. That was hilarious.
That bat suit was pretty dope. I know. I was kind of digging that bat suit.
That was kind of really cool. And
that's pretty cool.
I feel like the end of last episode was saying like, okay, Batgirl's going to be the hero for this show going forward, which I really like because I like the Batgirl they have in this show.
Yeah, well, look for Batman's legs after the end of that. I don't think he's going to be walking for a while.
Yeah, that's crazy. I want to see Hulk fight that Bane. That would be like the fully juiced Bane. That would be an interesting fight.
Bane's going to be a solid match. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if she flips Bane.
Oh, yeah, I think so, too. We've been talking about that. And, you saw Dr. Psycho and Shark, they joined the Bane crew, remember?
Yeah.
So maybe they're cool with him.
Or maybe Bane ends up joining her team just because he's such a dork. But
yeah, I could see that. that would make so much sense. Like the way the team is and how like their comedy is, Bane would fit in so well.
His comedy with like Dr. Psycho and King Shark would just be so funny. Just because he's always talking like, and then people make fun of it. It just
exactly. It would be so good. And then I don't know what they do after that. Like who does that make Two-Face the big villain of the season? Maybe.
Probably, yeah.
I guess so. We'll see how it goes. But any last thoughts on episode 6?
No, I'm ready. I'm ready for the next one. We're keeping it rolling.
They keep coming fast. Now that Clone Wars is over, this is all we have to look forward to on Fridays from now on.
This is the Friday shows now.
Yeah, awesome. All right, well, that's going to do it for this review of Harley Quinn, season 2, episode 6. All the best inmates have daddy issues. And yes, thank you for joining me, Brian. I am Jacob. This is Comic Hero Talk. We will see you all next week for Harley Quinn episode 7.